Yes, yes. Yo. Happy Sunday, Nation. Shout out to everybody in the comment section already. Make sure you wipe them feet. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Latest installment of Coffee and Convo. We're definitely here, man, talking football today. I know we do not have a game today. We should have been here talking about a victory today, but we all know what happened yesterday. So now we have to wait until Tuesday to really talk that shit. But we here right now. Shout out to everybody, man. Justin saying, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Yo-Yo's in the building. Brian Rodriguez is definitely in the building, man. Shout out to everybody. I'm going to let everybody pull in, and we're definitely going to get to talking about it. Shout out to everybody, man. Real talk, real talk, real talk. I know football is about to start right now. I know this is kind of a weird time to pop in, but I know a lot of us only watch Raider games. So, we like, fuck whoever playing right now, right? You know what I mean? So we here. Shout out to AC 805, man. Jonathan Oilfield, Stormtrooper, Vallejo Raiders in the building. Let's get it, man. Let's talk about it. GM Docs 805, man. I'm not up for that job, brother, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Brian, I'm getting better, man. I'm still a little stuffy, a little congested, but I am definitely back from the dead. I'll tell you that. Definitely, man. Stormtrooper, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got that graphic joint, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. Robert Pena, what's up, brother? Bass is in the building. Bass is in the building, definitely. Raiders should bring back that black and gold jerseys and the away jersey. Them shits would be crazy. And the motherfuckers was fire, bro. No cap at all. Justin, man, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys wipe them feet. Cam, what's up, my brother? Dax with the 81. Bass, you already know. It's the only way to rock. It's the only way to rock. My salute to the GOAT. Glad you're feeling better, Graphk. Justin saying, I appreciate you, brother. John, salute, Docs. Glad you're on the mend. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to John. He says, feet wiped. Aurora says, who are we rooting for today? Let's look at it right now, you guys. Let's look right now. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Yesterday, we needed New England to win, and they shit the bed. That basically took us, I believe yesterday, we had a chance, a 6% chance of making it to the playoffs, a 6. And if Indianapolis would have lost, it would have went to 8%. So it didn't really change too much, but we definitely needed Indianapolis to lose yesterday. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Look, man, like we said before, you guys, great teams don't need other teams to do their dirty work for them. But we're here, and we're sitting here just hoping and praying some weird shit happens, right? All right, so look. Let's see. Dolphins and Jets. We need the Jets to win. It's not going to happen. The Dolphins are on a 5-6 game win streak. We still have the tiebreaker over the Dolphins. So if we beat Cleveland tomorrow, there's not really too much to worry about with the Dolphins. We'll be tied, but we have the tiebreaker. But if somehow, some way the Jets can beat the Dolphins, that would help us. The Panthers are playing the Bills. We need the Panthers to beat the Bills. If we can somehow move forward to them, it's 2nd and 9 right now at Carolina's own 29. I don't know how this is going to work. I think Carolina's going to get the shit beat out of them. Hope not, though. Let's see. Titans and the Steelers. Titans are 9-4. Steelers is 6-1. We need the Steelers to lose. We have the tiebreaker over them. If they lose today, they're 6-7-1. We'll have the tiebreaker over them. We need Pittsburgh to lose. Other than that, Chiefs beat the Chargers. That helped our cause. Today, the Bengals have the Broncos. We probably want the Bengals to win. They have the tiebreaker over us. We have the tiebreaker over the Broncos. Up to this point, we play them next week. So we need to beat them in order to keep that tiebreaker. But I'm going to say we need the Bengals to beat them. The Bengals to beat the Broncos. And then the Packers and Ravens. We have the tiebreaker over the Ravens. The Ravens are 8-5. I think the Packers will beat them. Brings the Ravens to 8-6. Kind of keeps us, up there a little bit with the Ravens as well. If we beat Cleveland and the Ravens lose, you guys, as crazy as it sounds, we're only a game off from the Ravens. And there's one more game, I believe. That's it. So that's all that we have right now. That's all that we have. Those are the games that we need to keep an eye on. Shout to everybody in the comment section, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet. Kenny Pickett is nasty. Definitely, brother. Definitely. He's more and more day in and day out becoming my number one option. If we do go get a quarterback. Did you guys get a chance to watch Malik Willis yesterday? Did you see him? I know his QBR, or not his QBR. What was it yesterday? Wasn't too great. I forgot what it was. I think it was his QBR, right? Wasn't too fire. But this guy is very, very much an explosive ass weapon. Explosive. This dude can run off for 60 any given minute. He can throw for 50 any given minute. Malik Willis, man, I'm gonna be honest, you guys. If he's there in the second round, which I think he may fall, completion percentage was low. There you go, Brian. Facts. If he's there in the second round, man, I feel like you have to take a chance on him. Keep Carr around, keep him another year. You know what I mean? Or you go keep Mariota for one more year, you know what I mean, and have Malik Willis learning behind him. I don't know. Either way, you know what I mean? Carr gives us the advantage to win over Mariota. So if, say we decided on keeping Carr and allowing him to play out his contract and have Malik Willis in the second round, I think that would be a low-key steal. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. High five says Desmond Ridder and Matt Carr. See, now I don't know if they're going to be there. High five, Freddie. I think Matt Corral will already be gone. I know a lot of people are saying that this is a very subpar quarterback class. I disagree. I totally disagree with all these media guys, because guess what's going to happen, you guys? You know what's going to happen. This happens year in and year out. Everybody says this is a subpar QB class, and then guess what happens? You get closer and closer and closer to the draft, and then all these guys are first-round draft picks. It happens. There's a run on QBs in the first round, and boom, 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 they're all gone. So whatever they're saying, a lot of these guys won't go in the first round and blah, blah, blah. Do not believe any of that for a minute. Now, if Malik Willis falls to the second round, I am definitely taking a chance on him. The only way, though, you guys, this is it. The only way I take a quarterback in the first round is if we somehow, some way work a twist and we pick up another first rounder. If we have 2 first rounders, I have no problem going out and get a quarterback on the future. But if we don't, if we only have 1 first rounder, as though we have right now, I'm going to get a dominant defensive tackle or the best guard on the board. Period, point blank. The end. Shout out to Sean. What's good with you, brother? Bruce, hey, Merry Christmas, my guy. Jesse Rodis, what's up, my brother? Hey, so look, tonight, we are doing the show. I promise you this. Last night, I had to get Christmas shopping done, had to get the Christmas tree up. Today, we are doing our fan show. It will be today. Today, you guys, tonight will be our fan show. I watched Malik yesterday. Very fast and explosive. Big arm, needs some fine-tuning, but worth it. Not a day one starter, but doesn't need to be. Wes Craven. Couldn't have said it any better myself, brother. Brian, I'll get a wide receiver in the first round. No, Brian, there's too many options in free agency, brother. If there wasn't a Devontae Adams, a Chris Godwin, Allen Robinson, Christian Kirk, all these guys, then I feel you. I'll be like, let's go get a weapon in the first round. There's no reason. There's going to be some wide receivers. There's going to be some speed in the second round. No reason to go out there and reach. You go get the best player available at the time. And if there's like a Jordan Davis, which I know a lot of people don't like him, look, man, you know what? I'm going to say this. Fuck it. Best player available in the first round. Best player available. Period. That's it. Even if I know we need a guard. I know we need a right tackle. I know we need a defensive tackle. Guess what? Best player available. The best teams draft for best available. They don't go for need every year, year in and year out. So I'm going best player available. So if there is, say, somehow, some way, if we trade back into the end of the first round and Kenneth Walker is still there, and you can upgrade our running back room, I'm just saying, I don't know if Kenyon Drake is going to be ready next year. I don't know. Who's to say that Josh Jacobs doesn't continue to take the downward trajectory and get worse? You know what I mean? So best player available in the first round. We'll talk more about that when the draft is there and we see who's available. You know what I mean? We're going to start doing a lot of mock drafts. I can't wait for that, man. But they're on the way. We need a head coach like John Madden, a real leader. Jose, I feel you. We need a lot younger, though. A lot younger. I am starting to get a lot more sold. Shout out to Scout. He's starting to sell me on the Colts defensive coordinator. The guy runs a 4-3 defense, right? Runs a 4-3 defense. A lot of different looks than what we give. A lot of different defensive looks than what we give right now under this cover 3 bullshit shit show. But this guy has a lot of different looks. He only has maybe 2 or 3, maybe at most, dominant defensive players. DeForest Buckner, and our linebacker, the linebacker in Indianapolis. What's my guy's name? One of my favorite defenders in the league. I'm having a brain fart right now. But these guys don't have that many dominant defenders. They don't have that many dominant defenders. You know what I'm saying? So, and they're dominant. Look, they get turnover after turnover. They're top 10 in getting to the quarterback. Darius Leonard. There you go. Brain fart. Go. The more I look at him, the more I'm like, you know what? I'm down to go get that defensive coordinator. I'm definitely down. Runs the 4-3, you guys. We won't have to get, a whole new staff, a whole new personnel. Well, a whole new staff, we're going to need that, but a whole new personnel on that side of the ball. You know what I mean? Max Crosby can thrive still. Yannick can thrive still. We get a dominant defensive tackle. You know what I mean? We get a real linebacker that can fit that mold of a Darius Leonard. I'm with it. Yeah, Matt Eberflus. I think that's how you say his name. I don't really know how to. The only reason I didn't say his name is I didn't want to butcher it, and I probably just did. Shout to Mike Down. Simple concept. Offensive line, defensive line, stud QB, stud middle linebacker. Why can't the Raiders understand that? Boom. Shout to Downs. My dog, my brother, simple and plain. There you go. I'm down to draft in the trenches. Get both sides of the trenches right. The offensive line, defensive line. Boom. Oh, Jets got a TD. Wow. Okay, let's go. But either way, I mean, the Dolphins are the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, both sides of the trenches. But I just want a GM that's going to draft best player available. You know what I'm saying? One thing, I can't stand the Cowboys. I hate them. For real. I really can't stand them. But I love that Jerry Jones says, oh, shit, CeeDee Lamb is still on the board? Well, I know we already have Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper, but guess what? Best player available. And now look, they have their future at wide receiver. He's going to be the wide receiver 1 there for years to come. He may not be technically wide receiver 1 now, which I think he is, but Amari is definitely, pretty much the number 1 guy. But look, boom, they go get Parsons. I want a GM that's going to definitely go out there and be a little brave and say, that's the best player on the board. We're going to get him. Simple and plain. Shout out to my brother Dirty, man. I want a proven winner. Wade Phillips is it. Pizzle, but he's just so old, man. He's just so old. I definitely love Wade Phillips, but he's so old. Do you really want a fucking defensive coordinator that's 103 years old during a pandemic? Can you imagine how many times this guy may miss games or have to sit in the box? You know what I mean? Sit up in the boxes and call the game from up top. You know that's going to happen, right? You know it's going to happen. If we go get a Wade Phillips, he's going to be calling games from the skybox because of this whole COVID shit. You know what I mean? I want somebody that's going to be on the field, seeing it, you know what I mean? Everything live, up front. You know what I mean? I like Wade Phillips a lot. Loco, look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm down for that. I'm definitely down for that. If I don't know what you get for Jacobs, I wouldn't take anything less than a 3. Anything less than a 3. If you can get a second or a third for Jacobs, if there's a team out there that's desperate enough to say, man, we need a running back. You know what I mean? We need a real running back, and we trust him behind this O-line. Go get a second. I think we can get a second for Jacobs. So running back, you guys, I know. Look, man, I know. Running back is an easily replaceable position in this league, man. There's guys like James Robinson, Jacksonville, undrafted, that became a star in this league. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't have to have a running back in the first round. I always say this. I think terrible teams draft running backs in the first round unless they're just a dominant force. I mean, I know that Derrick Henry went in the second round, but if he's there in the first and you look at him the way he's playing now, if you know you can get a Derrick Henry like the Derrick Henry now, you go get him in the first. Simple and plain. Josh Jacobs did not come out of Alabama. He did not come out of college, and he was not a dominant running back. You don't look at him and say, oh, that's a dominant running back. You just don't do it. Risky says keeping Carr for another 2 to 4 years. Latavius Murray came out of nowhere with us. Yeah, 6th rounder. 6th rounder out of Central Florida. Cash Lord ended up being a Pro Bowler. That's what I'm saying. We may even have this guy with Regis, man. I keep saying this. I got to keep repeating myself. Regis came out last week against the Chiefs. First play from scrimmage. A rush for 9 yards. A rush for 9 yards. He already looked better than Josh to me, at least this year. We know Josh Jacobs is a two-time Pro Bowler, I believe. When he's healthy and he's on his shit, he's a monster. Is he 1-time, 2-time Pro Bowler? I don't know, but he's went over 1,000 yards twice in his career already. We know that. But it's starting to look to me like how everybody says with DC, right? DC needs an O-line. He needs top of the line receivers to be productive in this league, right? Well, it's looking like Josh is the same way. He needs a real great O-line in front of him. I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to see what Regis can do. Look, Stormtrooper, I'm with you on that. I'm over the whole Abram experiment. There you go, Lewis. 2-time, 2 2K seasons and 1 time Pro Bowl. There you go. Definitely. 2 1K. 2 1K, you mean. Wipe the feet, you guys. Hit that thumbs up. DC has more time on average in the pocket than Mahomes, Brady, and Herbert. Damn, hold on, Stormtrooper. Is that a real stat? Is that a real stat? Because if that's a real stat, that is telling. Damn, the Jets about to go up 14-0. Holy shit. Come on, Panthers. 4th and 9. They're about to kick a field goal. They'll probably go up 3-0. Okay. I don't even know why I'm excited looking at these games. Like I'm acting like Tennessee's about to score on Pittsburgh. We gotta go undefeated the rest of the 4 weeks in order to even. Yeah. Yeah, 805. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. I didn't think that was a real stat. Because if that's a true stat, then we have to sit back and say, whoa. How, like, you know what I mean? For the guys that really defend DC through everything, we have to say, hold on. If that's a real stat, you have to say, whoa, what the fuck? Our pass block is okay, but running, definitely. I agree. Oh, shit. Chris just hit me up and said, it's a true stat. Shit. Well, hey man, there you go. Doc, start on Waller. I look at it like this, man. I don't think that Waller is giving up on us. I don't think that. You know what I mean? I just think, look, he's being realistic. You got to go out and win the next 4 games in order to be in the playoff hunt. Why rush him back from a knee injury if you already know the season's pretty much over? I know some people, I've seen a lot of people yesterday saying, shit, you might be able to get into the playoffs at 9-8. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But guess what? If you can get into the playoffs at 9-8, the rest of these games are conference games. You have to win them. The only 9-8 team that would probably sneak in if it really becomes that bad, they're going to have the most conference wins. You know what I'm saying? So we have to still go out and win these conference games. Denver, conference game. Cleveland, conference game. Indianapolis, conference game. Chargers, conference game. All 4 conference games. So either way, you got to go out and you got to win. You got to win out these next 4 games. You got to be 10-7. The Raiders have to be 10-7. 9-8 won't work for us. You have to be 10-7 in order to slip into the playoffs. And even then, at 10-7, you still may need a little bit of help. A little bit of help. Chargers lose one here and there. Maybe the Colts lose one here and there. The Buffalo loses one here and there. You're still going to need some help. Let me see. If it works out good, get Adams. My apologies, you guys. I'm still stuffed up, so my apologies for all sniffing and shit. If it works out good, get Adams or Godwin, get O-line in free agency, and then draft Devin Lloyd, linebacker. Thinking playoffs is laughable. Raiders fan, I agree with you, brother. I totally agree with you, brother. I'm just speaking about facts because statistically, mathematically, we're still in it. But thinking playoffs is definitely laughable. The way we played these past 6-7 weeks, to even think that you can go out and win the next 4 games is hilarious. Dirty says, that is a stat that is very hard to average out. The number is actually smaller than it appears. The real time is more like 1.7 seconds. Got you. Morning, fan. Raider Nation, what's up? Shout to Thor, man. Mac Jones came out and said that they had a rough week in practice as well. So, sometimes it happens. I remember, what was that game that we lost? Was it last year? And I think, who came out and said we had a rough week of practice? It might have been DC. Somebody came out and said, man, look, we can tell the way we were practicing. It was going to be a tough week. Sometimes you just know. But New England almost came back. If Jonathan Taylor, that guy's a beast, didn't run off for that 50, 60-yarder at the end of the game, New England could have got the ball back and won. So that game was closer than what it appeared to be at the end of that game. There was 2 minutes left, and they were up 20-17. The Colts, New England was definitely still in that game. Definitely. Watts, facts. We already ain't practicing like we should. A playoff game would be too much. Our head will explode. Facts. Johnny, I'm thinking 8 to 10 million. 8 to 10 million in that range. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What kind of contract should Hunter Renfrow get? But I'm saying this, you guys, because I know we were talking about the quarterbacks. The last thing I'm going to say on that is, if we can pick up a first-round draft pick, another one, or we pick up a second for like a Josh Jacobs or something, and Kenny Pickett or Malik Willis falls, you have to go get him. You have to go get him. Pickett will be gone. But if Malik Willis is there in the second round, you got to go take him. I'm sorry. You got to start thinking future at some point. Got to. 8 to 10 million, 10, 9. Okay, cool. Brandon, why would Renfrow leave if DC is gone? That makes no sense to me. I don't understand that. Bash, you know what's so crazy? So I read an article yesterday that stated that Carolina was about to send the farm at the Texans, right? But Deshaun Watson wouldn't write off. He said, "No, I'm not going to Carolina." Would not sign off on his trade clause. Miami was almost there, but 4 girls out of 24, 23, somewhere around there. I think 18 of them damn near, 18 of them agreed to a settlement, and there was 4 others that did not. If they would have signed off, Deshaun Watson would be a Miami Dolphin right now. So something changes in that position where those 4 girls write off and say, "Look, we'll take a settlement. We'll just wrap this shit up." That is something interesting to keep an eye on. Like I've been saying, though, I still don't believe that Mark Davis will take on that kind of media shitstorm that comes along with Deshaun Watson. I just don't see it at all. But I've seen weirder things happen. I mean, shit, we've seen Gruden get a 10-year all guarantee contract. I don't know what the fuck Mark Davis would do. You know what I mean? At this point, I mean, let's be honest. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're like, nah, Mark would never do that. And then you go give Gruden a fucking 10-year, all fully guaranteed $100 million contract. So I don't know. I don't know. But if Deshaun gets cleared up and there's a way to make that happen, I'm sorry. You go make him happen. You go make that happen. I mean, I remember 2 years in a row, he went and won that division with some terrible teams. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that 10-year contract was bogus as hell. Doc, your thoughts about Lincoln Kennedy putting Leatherwood? I love it. I love it. I love Lincoln Kennedy, man. He's a former Raider. He actually wants to see this team win. You know what I mean? He wants to see, and let's just be real, you guys. Like, it's easy to put Leatherwood and Parker on blast. We need more of this. We need more of this. Like, just why does Lincoln Kennedy have to do it? Why? And I'll tell you one thing. The reason why Lincoln Kennedy will go out and say what he says about these players is because he's protected. Mark Davis loves Lincoln Kennedy. He's protected. He's protected. These other media guys, you know, that work for this team, they won't say shit because they're not protected. If they come out and say Lincoln Kennedy's ass, Alex Leatherwood is ass, Brandon Parker is trash, they're afraid they'll lose their jobs. You know what I mean? So shout out to Lincoln Kennedy, man. He is protected, though. He got that shield behind him. Definitely. Mark Davis brought him on for a reason. I'm over the whole Leatherwood shit. I'm gonna be honest, Bass. I don't see it. He still has dumb week after week stupid penalties. I know he's still a rookie, but I don't see it. And chances are 9 out of 10 next year he has a different offensive line coach. Tom Cable's probably gonna get fired. So I don't know, man. I love these young guys get a blasting on these facts, bro. Facts. Get on these guys, man. Get on them. You know, look, I dropped a quick little video from the whole Darren Waller and David Carr interview, right? And you guys, I'm not trying to start nothing. I didn't put that video up to try and justify what I said about Darren Waller and DC behind the scenes beefing. I said, I put it up to say this. I mean, David Carr just put Darren Waller in a weird ass position and it just made it look crazy. But why does David Carr have to, why can't DC just stand up for himself? Why can't he stand up for himself? Why does it take David Carr to go out there and say Derek Carr is the best quarterback in the league and have Waller put him in a weird predicament? Like, why does he have to stand up for him? Why can't DC come out and say, look, man, I'm one of them guys. Why does David have to do it for him? I don't like that, man. I don't like that. If DC came out this week and said, look, y'all, I'm tired of the fuck shit. I'm one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and I'm going to show y'all why. I'm going to be like, yes, talk that shit, DC. Talk. But it just never happens, man. Yeah, people were saying, oh, Graphk, you're only doing this to try to justify, the shit that you heard behind the scenes and blah, blah. But I don't care about the rumor mill anymore. I don't care about that shit. I'm just talking about why would you do that? Like it's just weird to me. That's just hella weird. No, Stormtrooper, he was already ruled out. Darren Waller was ruled out. He's already been ruled out. And I get that, Watts. Big Brother was doing Big Brother type shit. I get it. But at some point, you have to say, well, little brother, you're the one that's in the NFL and you're the one that's going up against these defenses week in and week out. You need to speak up. I have a little brother, but I didn't grow up with him. But if I did, I'd be one of them big brothers like, bro, speak up for yourself. Like, I'm not going to be out here being your voice. I don't need to be your voice. Honestly, I think NFL, what is it, All Access, needs to have David Carr not talk about the Raiders no more. Like, you shouldn't even be allowed to talk about it. There's a clear bias there. You know what I mean? It's a clear bias. Like, look, David Carr, you could talk about every other team out there, but you can't talk about the Raiders. It's just stupid to me. Man, talk that talk, Brian. Talk that talk, brother. Cash Lord, look, brother, I'm going to say this. DC made so much money in his career. There's no career that needs to be saved, my brother. Like, he's already set for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no career to save. At the end of the day, you're still a top, at least a top 13 quarterback in this league. There's no career to save. There's no career to save. So that's why it's weird to me to see like David Carr doing that shit. You're not saving anything. At the end of the day, this guy can continue to play football for another 10 years if he wants to. You know what I mean? He's not a bottom of the barrel quarterback in this league. You know what I'm saying? So there's no career to be saved. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to say his Raiders career, I can agree with you on that. But his career is set in stone. That guy is a multimillionaire. His family is set for life. His kids are set for life. He's a top 13, top 10 quarterback in this league. I mean, look, man, there's nothing to be saved there. Yeah, but Central Cal, that's what I'm saying, my brother. At this point, why even be able to speak on him? You know what I mean? Like, when Darren Waller comes up to talk, why should David Carr be the one interviewing him? All those other employees that you have, why is David Carr the one doing it? But hey, it is what it is. Ricky, what's up, my brother? Lewis. Brian, I know, man. I know. I think Crosby is at still, what is he at, 5? 6? I think 5 or 6. I'll say this. With that offensive line, beat the shit with Cleveland because of the COVID-19 shit. Max has no excuses. You better go out there and get it. I know that Wyatt Teller, this is why I hate the NFL. He has just been been released off the COVID protocol, so he'll be playing tomorrow, which is fucking bullshit. He should have not been able to play this game. And there's probably going to be other guys here in a minute that's probably going to be released off the COVID-19 list and being able to play. Jadeveon Clowney, you guys, has been ruled. I think he's been ruled out. I think he's ruled out. So we won't see Jadeveon Clowney. But Max has no excuses. And I love Max Crosby. He has no excuses. Go out and get you 2. Go out and get you 3. This needs to be one of those games that you had against Cincinnati last year. What is it, 4 or 5 sacks in one game? This needs to be a statement game. Statement game for Max Crosby. Go out there and ball out. There you go, Kyle. But hey, man, our luck, both won't show up. Our luck, both won't show up. All right, Texans are beating the shit out the Jags. Titans winning 7-0. Looks like they're about to score again. So it looks like Pittsburgh may, they're about to go down 14-0. The Bills got the ball at the 50. Fuck. Jets 10-0. Few things going our way. T Raider, what's up, brother? Facts. This is facts. This is facts, Johnny. I need to blow my fucking nose, man. Brian, I definitely will be doing a live stream tomorrow for the game. Definitely. I'm going to bring the TV out here in the garage in the man cave, put it on, watch the game, and do a full live stream tomorrow. King Savage, I would not be shocked if he could, like, to be honest, I would be more shocked if he doesn't play tomorrow. Let's just say that. Is mediocre as Baker is, he makes the NFL a lot of money with all those commercials and all that other shit. He makes the NFL a lot of money because they know it's a hate and love relationship with Baker Mayfield. And I think that the NFL, they clearly find a way to monetize off of that. So do not be shocked, man, if Baker Mayfield starts tomorrow. Telling you that now. High five at best. At best, average. Wipe them feet, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. All in those commercials. Yep. Spitfire facts. Baker be trolling. He be trolling, man. He be in all those commercials. He looking at everybody like, hey, man, I'm this terrible quarterback, but I'm getting all this money. Hey, fuck it, man. DC, do the same thing. Go get in some commercials, man. Go get some commercials, man. Troll the nation away. Troll. Go get some, at least get some money. If you're gonna take all this heat, at least go get some money. Monetize off of it, man. Capitalize off of it, man. You know what I mean? Why not? If people on YouTube and on all these blogs can clickbait and do all this other shit in order to monetize too, DC, go out there and clickbait, man. Get you some commercials and run it up. At least run a bag up. Why not? Baker Mayfield's doing it. Boy, Baker getting millions to play. Average as fuck. OG Vel, I'm with that. I am with that. But I definitely think Malik will need a year or two to sit back and learn the game. So, you know, whether it's DC coming back next year for another year or you bring Mariota in for one more year, whatever we do, you know what I mean? I think Malik Willis will be a great quarterback to sit back for a year or two and learn the game. Brian, you can only hope that some team is desperate enough to say, you know what, he was a first rounder, and just allow and send us some type of draft capital. I'm gonna be honest. We'd be lucky to get a 4 for Jonathan Abram. We'd be lucky to get a 4 for him. Bullet, he is. But he's raw in two different ways. He's raw in a sense of he's just dope. And then he's also raw, you know, because look, man, I think mentally he has to get the game down. You know what I mean? He relies on his athleticism so much that mentally he just doesn't chime in mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like he needs to get it together. He needs to really sit back and analyze the game. I think that Malik would benefit a lot really sitting back with one of these great quarterbacks like a Peyton Manning in the offseason and really pick his brain, you know what I mean, and learn, you know what I mean, learn the actual game, the X's and O's of this shit. Malik, he's just reliant so much on his athleticism. You know what I mean? He needs to mentally prepare for the game more than just going out there and being just an athletic beast. Auntie Six says, real talk, Trey Waller for a defensive tackle or a right tackle. But Auntie Six, who though? So do you get rid of a top 3 tight end in this league for What? I mean, what right tackle or what defensive tackle is out there? I don't see it. The only thing that you think, what do? You send Waller to the Jets for Quentin Williams? I think maybe that's the only thing that even makes a lick of sense, but then you probably want to get something else on top of that for him, right? I don't know. You guys, like I'm telling y'all, man, the thing that's crazy is we all look at Darren Waller as he's just so young because his career started off so late. This guy's almost 30 years old. He's 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to at some point say, okay, you know what I mean? Do we go get a Kyle, like a younger, like how Atlanta did, a Kyle Pitts? You know what I mean? Someone that you can groom and play for you for 10, 15 years. You don't know how long Waller's going to play. We don't. I can literally see that there's so many players on this team, and this is what's scary about this team, that can just walk away from the game. That can walk away from it. I can see Waller the next year, say, you know what? This ain't good for my mental health anymore, and just walk off. DC, you know what? I'm ready to get more involved in the church. Walk off. We have players on this team that I'm just like, they may leave and we may not get shit for them. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to think about the future. I don't want to trade Waller, but I'm a little nervous about some of these guys that we have on this team. Johnny, that's facts. Kelsey is older. I think Kelsey's 32, 33. He's definitely a beast. Waller for Quentin Williams in the 5th. I hear you, Lux. Nah, it's not that I don't want Waller, bro. I'm a realist, man. I have to talk about shit and see what we can get. I mean, bro, like if you don't look at getting a first rounder for Waller, that's something you have to think about. That's something you have to think about, bro. You know what I mean? It's just real shit. I'm not saying to get rid of him. I want Waller to retire a Raider. I'll say that right now, you guys. We'll end that whole speculation. I want Waller to retire a Raider. The thing is this: does Waller want to retire a Raider? And when will that happen? Is Waller locked in to play another 6-7 years? If he is, keep Waller around. Look. I read a comment somewhere. Great teams keep their good players around. That's facts. Facts. Now 805. I wouldn't do that. If you want Adams, you keep Waller. Can you imagine, bro, Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, and Hunter Renfrow on one team? And then go get a quick, fast, speedy guy in the draft? That's you can't beat that. You can't beat that. Jason, I agree. But if you can finesse somebody for a second for Jacobs, you got to do it. Graham, that is definitely going to change. That is definitely going to change, bro. That is definitely going to change. Jonathan, I'm trying to tell you, bro. DC has told us. Nobody wants to listen to him. He has told us in 2016, after he went down with that injury, that he was thinking about retirement, thinking about getting more involved in the church, and saying, you know what, I'm gonna step away from the game. He also said this year, if I'm not a Raider, I'll retire. I want to retire a Raider, or I don't want to play football. He's telling us things that I don't think people really want to listen to. So if he does retire and walks away and we get nothing for him, he's been telling us. He's been telling y'all to put the blame on him too, and y'all still don't want to. Put the blame on me. I'm not trading Carr for a first or a second. Johnny, I'm not a second. Hell no. I've been watching more film too on Carson Strong out of Nevada. Dude's nice. Dude's nice. Desmond Ridder, Cincinnati. Nice. There's some guys, man. There's some dogs. This game is totally different than what it used to be, you guys. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people are very concerned about taking the quarterback in the first 2 or 3 rounds, taking them early. You're like, oh my God, what are we doing? You know what I mean? But me personally, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Hold on real quick, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, Carson is definitely from Sacramento, but that is not a reason for me to want to take him. I like his game, but me personally, I'm not going for Carson Strong. If he's there in the 3rd round and we don't get a quarterback, you may have to look at that. You may have to look at that. Nice arm, but Carson is a statue in the pocket. Hey, man, some of these guys coming to the NFL and they change their game around, man. You know what I mean? Some of these guys come in and change their game around. You never know. 1st and 2nd round pick for Waller is a no-brainer. I mean, if you can get that, bro, I mean, yeah. AC, look, bro. You get a 1st and a 2nd? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Facts, brother. Shout out to AC. Appreciate you, bro. Raider Purge. KC drafted Mahomes when they had Smith. Why not draft the quarterback? Facts. 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 I mean, look, man, we have no more quarterbacks right now. Mariota, free agent. Nathan Peterman, free agent. I don't even think he's on a roster anymore. Is he on the practice squad? I don't even know. He's gone. DC has 1 more year left on his contract. If this is the perfect time to actually go draft a quarterback and groom him. You have no quarterback under contract after next year. Like you have no quarterback under contract after next year. Even if we extended DC, we say, look, we give you 2 or 3 years. I'd still go draft Willis in the 2nd round, or go get a young quarterback, or go maybe even get a Carson Strong in the 3rd. You know what I mean? Someone like that, and take a chance on him. You have to. You have to. We have no quarterbacks under contract after next year. Why not learn? I see you, Rob. Behind DC, this is perfect timing. Facts, bro. Facts. In a perfect world, you keep DC next year. You go get his guy, Devontae Adams. You see how that plays out. You build the O-line through the draft and go get a few veterans in free agency, you guys. I think that I truly believe, don't get me wrong, I'm all for the reset if need be, but in a perfect world, DC plays his contract out next year. You go get Devontae Adams. You see what he can do with the true number 1 receiver. You go build through the trenches on the defensive side of the defensive tackle and offensive line through the draft and free agency. And you say, okay, this is everything that DC wanted, right? You go get a new head coach that's more aggressive on the offensive side of the ball. And you say, let's see what we can do. In a perfect world. And if DC balls out, then you give him that extension that he was asking for, right? If he balls the fuck out. But you got to go build through the trenches, and you got to go get a Devontae Adams. Because I don't want to hear any more excuses. Go get some O-linemen in free agency and in the draft. Build that defensive line up on the inside, outside of Yannick and Max, in which I think Malcolm Kuntz is going to be a huge part of this future. And boom. Then you see what's going on. But yes, bring in some action, Jonathan, exactly. Bring in some actual competition for DC. See, Lex, I know a lot of people are saying that, but I don't agree with that, bro. I don't agree with Pickett being a car, but like you said though, if that is the case, yeah, why not? Why not? Shit, we could do a mock draft right now if y'all wanted to. You know what? No. I'm going to do this tonight, fan show. We're going to do a mock draft. What do y'all think about that? Let's do a mock draft tonight. I'm going to bring the fan show, members only. Only members only that come on the screen, you guys. Everybody can watch the live. Let's do a mock draft tonight. Let's do it. We'll have a few people come on. We'll all bring our phones up. We'll go to the mock draft website, and we'll all do a mock draft apiece. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be dope. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Parker is dumbass trash. Dumb trash. And it sucks because he's a good guy. I actually like Brandon Parker, the person. You know what, Brian? Let me see. Let me see if he's down for it. I think that would be perfect. That'd be a perfect guy to come in and do that. Let me hit up Scout. Let me hit up motherfucking Scout. There you go. You free for a mock draft tonight. All right. I hit him up. Auntie 6, no, that man is still on his disappearing act. Pickett is more like Herbert. That's what I think. That's what I think. Loco, all I'm saying is if we decide on letting him play his contract out, we can run with that. Rage, it's all good, brother. It's all good. But look, the thing with this channel is I'm changing it up a little bit, man. We'll do a fan show here and there or once a week. We'll definitely do that. But I got to start cleaning it up, man. At the end of the day, this is still a business. I can't come on every day and have 9 people just in here just talking over each other and doing all that shit. I can't do that. There's a time and place for it. You feel me? I can't just every show have 9, 10 people on here and just everybody just woo. It's not going to work. It's not going to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Auntie 6, I can't do it, bro. They demonetized my video the other day, man. I couldn't get paid off the video. Shit sucked, man. Oh, wait till. Yeah, this is facts. And my way of structure is me just keeping my channel how it is right now and doing once a week and just having everybody come on and talk their shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I like doing stuff by myself as well. You know what I mean? I do like having my brothers on. I love when Raider Scout comes on. I love when my brother Hammer comes on. Honcho, Mitch, you know what I mean? Everybody. Shit. I mean, I've had everybody. Cody, Samoan, you know what I mean? All my guys, man. I've had fucking Murph. I've had everybody on here. You know what I mean? I've had every single Raider content creator you can think of, probably outside of Byron, Raider Films. Shit, I've had Mikey on. You know what I mean? I've had everybody on. You have a show with us coming on already? Yeah, T-Raider is going to be today. It's going to be tonight. Invite Mitch. Yeah, we were supposed to do our show last week, and then I ended up going to Sacramento, so I couldn't do it. I've had Sanjeet on there too, 187. I've had Sanjeet on the channel a bunch of times. My brother Andy, you know what I mean? Like, you know. Time to tank for best defensive player in the draft. Let me see. If the draft started today, where will we be? if NFL draft were held today. All right, let's see. Central Cali, that's on the way as well. 805. Andy was just on here the other night, brother. Okay, so right now, if it started, we'd be drafting 14th. 14th right now. 14th. And think about this. There's only a few teams in here that you can think of. Okay, Detroit needs a quarterback, right? But how do you justify grabbing a quarterback at 1 when the best players on the board are probably defensive ends? You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, in Oregon, what is it? Is it Hutchinson, Atkinson, whatever the fuck his name is, at Michigan? I know Detroit needs a quarterback, but is this the right time to reach for one? Because if they do, it's going to probably be Pickett, right? Or I could see Detroit reaching and going against Sam Howell. But there's 2 teams back to back. You got Detroit and Houston that both need quarterbacks. After that, you don't know what the Giants are going to do with Daniel Jones. Carolina, they're still in the influx. I think they're ready for an actual proven quarterback. I don't think they want to draft another young quarterback. Atlanta, that's a team to keep an eye on because Matty Ice is up there in age. They may get a quarterback. So that's 3 teams right there that you can already say may go get a quarterback. Philadelphia, they're not sold on Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? So that's 4 teams. New Orleans. It's 5 teams in front of us that I can see maybe taking a quarterback. But, yeah, Hutchinson will sell tickets. Facts. The Lions will take Hutchinson. Michigan, keep it in-house. That makes sense. Thibodeau, yeah, are 1A and 1B. Facts. Shout out to Ricky, man. Appreciate you, brother. Definitely appreciate you, man. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link up top. Definitely hit the link up top. Appreciate you, Rick, my brother, man, as always. Brian, yes, Philly has 3 picks. So they can move up and down the board all they want. They can make some moves. They can actually make some moves. If their guy's not there for them at right now, they'd be drafting 10th. I think the first pick would be 10th. Say their guy's not available. They may be able to just say, you know what, we'll trade back, pick up some more draft capital. So you never know. It's going to get tricky, man. It's definitely going to get tricky. Shout out to my boy Cardo. Just sent me the 2022 draft simulator. Yeah. So we're definitely going to be doing this today. That's going to be fun. That is going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Yeah, Watts. There's no, at the end of the day, why reach for a quarterback? Look, Goff is terrible. Jared Goff is terrible. Terrible. But why not keep him around in another year until you figure out, look, next year is going to be the year where you can go get Bryce from Alabama. You can go get some other guys. You know what I mean? So I don't think Detroit reaches this year for a quarterback. You know what I mean? There's no reason to. Evan Neal is fire. Zach, fire. That's definitely one of those guys that I'm looking at that you can move inside and outside on that defensive line. He would be an upgrade immediately. That dude is dominant. I think that his game definitely translates to the next level. Bro, Frank Gore got his shit rocked. CJ Strouder. There you go. Brian Fax. Jonathan, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, my brother. Gustavo, I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. I hear you, bro. Draft Sauce Gardner, corner out of Cincinnati. Dude's a beast. Bruce, I can't really tell you what my pick is at 14th until we do a mock draft because I want to see who's available on the board. You know what? Let's do one right now. Okay? I'm going to enter the draft. Let's just do one real quick. Fuck it. Let's do one real quick. All right. All right. So this is the mock draft right here. Let me go back real quick. Damn. Everybody gone. Shit. Okay. I want to go back to the draft to see where the hell is the draft? Okay. I'm on PFF right now, you guys. So Detroit went Thibodeau, Kayvon Thibodeau out of Oregon. I think that's how you say his last name. Edge, smart. Jacksonville went Hutchinson, smart. Houston went and got Kyle Hamilton, safety out of Notre Dame. That's my guy. I like that move. I think that's Houston saying, you know what, this isn't the draft for the guys that we want. Okay, cool. Evan Neal goes number 4 to the Jets. Giants go get Derek Stingley Jr., corner out of LSU. I like that pickup. The Giants actually go again right after that and go get George, Karlaftis? That's the edge guy out of Purdue. He's a beast too. Hey, those picks back to back, I actually like those for the Giants. They went and got a true edge, and they went and got a true corner. I like that. I like that. Jets at 7 go Tyler Linderbaum. Okay. So some of these are trade ups and all kind of crazy shit. Carolina goes tackle at 8. Atlanta takes the first quarterback off of the board, you guys. At 9, they go get Matt Corral out of Mississippi. Okay. Number 10, Philly goes and gets a tackle. Charles Cross out of Mississippi State. I like that pickup for them as well. And then they double up at number 11. They go get Garrett Wilson, wide receiver out of Ohio State. I like that. You match him up with Devontae Smith. That can be a nice dynamic duo for Philly for years to come. And then the Vikings go guard Kenyon Green out of Texas A&M, and then pick 13 right before us. New Orleans goes and get Jameson Williams. So every quarterback is on the board right here. Every quarterback is on the board right here. So what do? Every quarterback is on the board right here. Outside of Matt Corral. Kenny Pickett is there. DeMarvin Leal is still there, you guys. Edge out of Texas A&M. Okay? Fuck. Traylon Burks is there out of Arkansas. Sam Howell, North Carolina. Desmond Ridder is there. Malik Willis is there. So what do? You go grab Pickett? Do you go grab Pickett? Pickett can be had right here, you guys. Pickett could be had right here. But guess what I'm going to do? He'll be gone by the time we draft next. I get it. I might take DeMarvin Leal. I'm taking DeMarvin Leal, and just hoping that Malik Willis falls to the second round. What do y'all think about that? Pickett is there for the taking. Shit. But Lil can move inside and out, Gustavo. He could play inside and out. I took Kenny Pickett, y'all. I took Kenny Pickett. I took Kenny Pickett. I took Kenny Pickett. I took Kenny Pickett. All right. What position do you guys attack right here in a second? What position do you take? Do you go defensive tackle? Is that where we go? Do we go DT right here? What do we do? What do we do right here? No, I don't want that. I want to go O-line, CB. Okay. I'll do some real ignorant shit right now and get y'all really upset. I'll get y'all upset right now. Babe, what's up? What's up? Go to the front door. Oh. Mm-hmm. Remember that babe, the garage is open when you come back.
The game?
No. Game is tomorrow, so I'm not live streaming. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll be out of here by the time you come in. All right. Love you too. JoJo says you reached already. Okay, that's cool. Devontae Wyatt is out there. Let me see. Wide receiver out of Alabama, John Mechie III. No, I'm not doing that. Brandon Smith, linebacker out of Penn State. I like him. I definitely like him as well. Jahan Dotson, wide receiver out of Penn State. They say that he is the best wide receiver available on the board right now. I'm gonna do some ignorant shit right now. I'm just gonna do some ignorant shit. Y'all ready to get mad? Y'all ready to get mad? This is gonna be funny, man. All right. Hold on. Where the fuck is he? We're talking about the future so far, right? We're talking about the future. Is that what we're talking about? We're talking about building up for the future, right? Can you see? Nope, you can't see. First round, Kenny Pickett. Second round, Kenneth Walker III, running back, Michigan State. Sorry, y'all. I'm only doing 2 rounds right now. I'll do the full draft later. I'm just look. Think about the future, right? You get you get Pickett, and you get Kenneth Walker. You got your 2 guys back to back right there for the future. My draft to be a lot different later on tonight. That's one thing that's so cool about these drafts, about these mock drafts is, you know what I'm saying? Like you can always change them up. Different people are available on the board. That's why I like to do most of my mock drafts later on when I know when we're going to draft. Then it makes sense. O-line needs work. Definitely, Blitz. Definitely. But we still got 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. You still got a whole bunch of different, you got more options. I didn't see in the second round an offensive lineman or a defensive tackle that I wanted. Me personally, I didn't see him. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think that Pickett's going to be there when we draft. So this is just a mock draft going off of right now what they gave me. I like the picks. Loco said you should have drafted Willis and Parker. O-line and free agency. They did. Garrett Wilson went in the first round, 10th or 11th to Philly. And then Chris, I forgot how to say his name, Olave, whatever. He was gone in the second round too when I went and got Kenneth Walker. Kind of how Zeke and Prescott went in the same draft and they're still there like the 2 picks. There you go. There's nothing like forming a duo early on, right? You go get Kenny Pickett, the quarterback of the future, and then you go get your running back of the future, Kenneth Walker. Those guys are going to grow together. Like that's very smart. That's why I loved that draft when we got DC and Khalil Mack. They ended up coming into the league together and ended up being best friends. That's the kind of rapport you want to build. And after only 2 years, they're 12-4. That sometimes you want to build a roster for camaraderie, right? what I'm saying? Like that's what it's about. 2014, DC and Mac are drafted 2 years later. We're 12-4. Could have won the championship if Derek Carr didn't go down with that broken leg. You build that camaraderie, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I believe in that. I know a lot of other people don't believe in camaraderie and building it up. You bring in those two young guys together, and look, man, that can be the future of our offense. Jason's pretty much go D in the first. I'm all for that. I'm just going off what they left me on the board. That's all I'm doing. That's why these mock drafts are tricky, you guys. You have to go off of what is left on the board. Zach, I'm going to get Devontae Adams. I'm going to go get a true number one wide receiver. Allen Robinson's on the board. I mean, he's still there. Chris Godwin. There's number one receivers that you can go get in free agency. So that is going to be one of the number one things. And then you can go get a guard. Go get a right tackle. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a bunch of guys that you can get in free agency and still draft. Look, man, people tend to forget that we got Gabe Jackson in the third round, right? Third, fifth. It was the third, I believe, right? Or no, it's the fifth round. Hold on. You know what I mean? It's one of those rounds. You can always find a guard, you know what I mean, later on and coach them up. And people tend to forget, too, that we can always bring – I know a lot of people forget about this name, but you can still bring Denzel Good back next year. He's a serviceable guard. You can bring Denzel Good back. Exactly. See what you're doing free agency first. Third, Tyson, yeah, third. Think about that, man. That was a cold draft. Khalil Mack, Derek Carr, Gabe Jackson, back to back to back. That was mean. Reggie McKenzie, man, had a nice low-key. That was a nice draft. That's a good idea, Docs. Grow Batman and Robin. 805. That's where free agency comes into play. Look, I like Kenneth Walker. I'm sorry, I'll go get Kenneth Walker immediately. That dude's a monster. Nah, Tyson, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Reggie had way more misses than he had hits. His second rounders outside of DC were terrible. Reggie's draft, it was that 2014 draft low-key fell into his hands. Khalil Mack fell into his hands. DC fell into his hands. And then Gabe Jackson was a sneaky pickup, you know what I mean, in the third. So I like that pick from Reggie McKenzie. But I think the Derek Carr and Khalil Mack thing, it's like, do you really give Reggie McKenzie the kudos for growing to get those two guys? Or do you say they both fell into his lap? You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just clear as day to say, you know what? I mean, come on, man. You know what I mean? It's easy to give Reggie McKenzie all the credit in the world to go draft Khalil Mack, but let's be honest. Buffalo went and got a wide receiver, Sammy Watkins, over Khalil Mack, and he just fell into his lap. So I don't give Reggie McKenzie all the credit in the world for that. Derek Carr right there, the top of the second round, you go get him. Man, Nick Nelson, cornerback. I'm not going to say that was his worst cash lord because he was later on. He was a later pick. It's sixth round, right? Was it fifth, sixth round, something like that? Todd Ward. Bust. Obi. Bust. PJ Hall. Bust. These are all second round guys, you guys. All of those. Reggie was terrible. He was terrible. It was terrible. DJ Hayden in the first round. Terrible. Yeah. I'm actually happy those days are over. Obi, Ward, Clive Wolford. I actually like the Clive Wolford pick. For those who don't know, at that point, I think Clive pretty much owned like every tight end record in Miami. I actually liked the Clyde Wolford, and he put together some pretty good games for us too. He wasn't great. He wasn't a franchise moving part, but I liked the Clyde Wolford pick. Snowball, I actually liked it. He put together a string of good games for us. I definitely liked it. At Miami, he was a monster. I'm telling you right now, he definitely owned like pretty much every record, and that's a tight end factory at Miami. So, you know, I'm gonna give him a little kudos for the Clyde Wolford pick. Clee, JJ, Abram. I hear you, Brandon. I hear you, brother. I hear you, man. I just look at it from a standpoint of at least we got some moving parts right now, you guys. At least we got some young talent. And that's what's so cool, you know, before, you know, the drafting was just so terrible. And it is early on still. I get it. But to still be able to get a Nate Hobbs, a Max Crosby, a Hunter Renfrow, like these guys so late in the draft, like you have to give the kudos when deserved, man. You have to. You have to. You have to, man. There's some moving parts, man. Malcolm Kuntz, Divine Diablo. I think these guys are going to show up. So I'm going to give – you got it. Look, like I always say, you give them the flowers when they deserve them. You take them shits away when they don't. Give him some of those flowers, man, because he deserved them. Mayock deserved some of those flowers for those late rounders. Oh, shit. Whew, shit. For those coming on late, man, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, you guys. Wipe them feet, man. Hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, man, hit that subscribe button. What re-signs and cuts are you making this offseason? I like that question. Nick Wachowski is the first thing. He got to go. Nick Wachowski got to go. Nassib is someone that you have to revisit and say, do we really technically need him? Or is Malcolm Kuntz ready to take over that role? Because Yannick is still here for another year. So if you can get Nassib's contract off the books, that would be smart, to be honest. I think it's time to give Malcolm Kuntz a look. So me personally, Nick Wachowski, Carl Nassib, if there's any possible way in which I don't see it, because Littleton's contract is crazy, you got to somehow, some way look at that and see if you can somehow get rid of Littleton as well. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I don't know. Do we build around Hayward? No. I think that Hayward, once Gus Bradley is gone, you guys, I think Hayward will be gone as well. I think Hayward was a one and done project. Mullen will be back for another year. But I think that Hayward will be done. And I like Casey Hayward. You guys know how I feel about Casey Hayward. But I think he's going to be one and done. Once Gus is relieved, I think that Casey Hayward will be moving on. Littleton's contract, he restructured like 2 or 3 times. And I believe now it's like he's owed like $15 million next year, Brian. So that's a tough contract to get out of. I don't know if you can eat that. You can't eat that at all unless you come to terms with a buyout. If Littleton says, look, I want to leave, pay me half and I'll get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Then maybe you can work it out. But you would have to come to an agreement, you know what I mean, to even make that work out. Let me see. Mullen has 1 more year to prove. At the end of the day, Jonathan, Mullen to me is a number 2 corner. He's a number 2 corner. You know, I would keep him around to be our number 2 guy. He's just not the number 1 dude. You know what I mean? The thing is this, you let Casey Hayward walk next year, you have to go get a number 1 proven corner. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Yeah, Brandon, Corey's not missing out. Yeah, there's no – Littleton would be crazy to say, let me go for half and just let me go pick my team. Brian, Stephon Gilmore's a good option. He's still up there in age as well. Kyle Fuller. I would love to bring in Kyle Fuller, man. He's still younger. I know he had a bad year with Denver. You know what I mean? And then they let him go. I would give Kyle Fuller a chance. That's a smart move to me. Bring in Kyle Fuller and see what you can get out of him. Definitely not playing good this year. Definitely not, but he still has potential. JoJo, I think we'll play. I think whoever we bring in next year will play more man. I definitely do. That's why it sucks that, Damon Arnett chose to fucking pull guns out on the camera, because I think we're going to switch to that next year. I think we're going to have more man, and Damon Arnett would have thrived in that system. But, yeah. Larry, I would love to. If we can go get Xavier Howard, I would love it. Go get Xavier Howard. That'd be fire. I would love it. If they want to get rid of Byron's contract as well, shit, there's two guys we can go look at. True number ones over there. Hey, Desiree, I'm all for going all in on J.C. Jackson. Definitely. Brian, I'm not trading DC for a corner. Look, unknown. You know how I feel about that, brother. Sergio, this is facts. First, we need a respected coach, then the players will follow. This is facts. Facts, brother. Cash Lord, Gilmore and Hayward would be deadly, but we probably have the oldest cornerback duo in the league. At that point, you're depending on two 33, 34-year-old corners, I believe, right? I wouldn't do that. At some point, you need a young guy. That's why a lot of people were mentioning Sauce Gardner out of Cincinnati. I think he'll be a lockdown corner at the next level. This dude has not allowed a touchdown at Cincinnati in his career. So, Rick, what's crazy, bro? I agree. I think he can be a quarterback that can go in the later rounds, third, fourth, fifth. But I don't know if he's never going to make it in the NFL. I just think that for us, I don't think Carson Strong is an option unless you get him later on in the draft, in those middle rounds. Gardner will probably be gone. Probably. We need a proven 4-year corner. Talk that talk, 805. Brandon, Gardner, QB1, cornerback 1, Mullen. Bro, that, to me, I'm excited about that cornerback room right there. That's something I can definitely get behind. Joey, I just did a draft. I just did a mock draft, a 2-round mock draft. And I got Kenny Pickett in the first. He fell to us at 14. And I got Kenneth Walker, running back out of Michigan State, in the second round. I want best players available. I forgot about Devin Lloyd too, the linebacker, but he went to Buffalo, pick 20. Malik Willis went to Tennessee. Chris Olave went to Green Bay at 30. Traylon Burks went to New England at 31. Sauce Gardner went to Detroit, the first pick in the second round. At 33, Sauce Gardner went to Detroit. Definitely exciting. Definitely. Stingley was gone, Rick. Stingley was gone. Stingley went in the first 10 picks. He went to New York at number 5. I agree, Doc's best player available in 22. Facts. Venezuela, just a quick little jersey shirt. You know what I'm saying? Got the graphic on the back. You know what I mean? DJ Chark would be a sneaky pickup in my pick. Definitely would. But he's not a clear wide receiver 1 to me, man. I did the draft. I picked Jamison Williams and Kenneth Walker. Brian, I wouldn't be mad about that either. Only reason I didn't take Jamison Williams, he wasn't there. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine putting those two guys together? Oh my God. That would be insane. That's future right there. Let me check out these scores real quick, y'all. Lions 17-0 at the half. Damn, it beating the shit out the Cardinals. The Lions will find a way to fuck it up. They always do. They always do. They always find a way to fuck it up. Maybe the Titans think the Raiders won last week after gathering before the game on the logo. Yeah, that shit crazy. But yeah, you guys, hour and a half in. Just wanted to come talk some football with you guys. I'm about to put the fan show together for tonight. And also, Scout just hit me back. Let me see. What time are you free? Real quick, hold on. We can do it early, even if possible. Shows tonight. All right. Can't wait for the Raiders offseason. JJ out the door. I like the Walker pick. Rick, both of those guys will be gone, bro. Those first two guys will be gone. Those guys will be gone the first 3 picks of the draft. First 3 picks. They'll be gone. Detroit, Texans. Bruh, there's no way those 3 guys get out of the first 3 picks. Those 2 guys, Kayvon and Hutchinson, they'll be gone the first 3 picks. Kenny Pickett may be even gone by that time. In this mock draft, they had Atlanta grabbing Matt Corral, I think at 7 or 8, somewhere around there. So I don't know. You're right. You're right. If there was any other draft, you guys, to trade up and do something crazy, it'd be the first draft in Las Vegas history, right? It would be this draft. You are definitely right, Rick. This would be the draft to do something insane because we're in Las Vegas. So I agree. The draft is in LV. I definitely agree that some trades can be made and some crazy shit can happen. But the thing with this is also, man, Kayvon and Hutchinson, they're not needs. Don't get me wrong. They're generational talents, but we already have Max Crosby and Yannick and Malcolm Kuntz. So there's no real reason to try and trade up and give up hella draft capital to go get one of those 2 guys when you already have your 2 defensive ends. You know what I mean? And another one with Malcolm Kuntz that can be your future. So I don't think we need an edge rusher. You know what I mean? I don't think we need to move up and do that. But those 2 guys are definitely generational talents. Definitely. I totally agree with you. All right, Scouts, hit me back right now, you guys. I'm going to put a mock draft show together, and then we're going to do the fan show as well tonight. I appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, hit the subscribe button on the way out. We're going to have some fun later on. Fan show, whatever you guys want to do. Bring out your drinks, bring out your smoke. Come kick it with us. We're going to definitely have fun. If you guys want to come in and be a part of the show on camera, become a member. That is the only way that you can be on screen with us. You got either way. You could be in the chat and just have fun in the chat. But if you guys want to become a regular on the show once a week for the fan show, become a member. The link is up top. If you want to come talk some shit with us, you want to shoot your shit, you want to get some shit off your chest, become a member, and you can be on the screen with us tonight where we're going to be talking our shit. With that being said, the fan show will be tonight. Arkham, I believe I'm going to do it I'll do it probably earlier today. I'll probably do it around 7 o'clock my time, Central. So maybe 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. I'm going to put that together right now. 7528. It is not free to become a member. There's 3 different tiers, brother. One for $2.99 a month, I believe. And then there's one for $6.99 a month, I believe. And there's another one where it's like unlimited shit. for like 24. You know what I mean? So if you guys want to become a member, hit the link up top. But yeah, and I think I may even put another show together in between time. So you guys stay tuned. We're going to be active all day. Love y'all, man. I'm about to go spend some time with the family.